Hello, and thanks for watching. I just would like to say that I will be putting back up my videos, and I have been doing my workouts, and I have a whole new skincare regimen that I'm doing that I would like to share. Hair, things that I'm doing that I would like to share. But today I would like to share the word because God is good and we all need him in our lives. We do. And from my perspective, I'm not a evangelist or pastor or anything of that, to that extent, but I do read and I do study my word. So what I want to share with you today is what I studied today. And today it was just on me to read the book of Mark. And I say that it was on me because I've been going through some things and I would read, but I was leaning on my own understanding for the most part. And I say that because some things went a certain way and the outcome of things, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And for me not to like it, I know that God was nowhere present. So I would pray and I would pray and I would listen to people and they would be talking about God show you his sign, the Lord's will and, saying all that stuff. And I listen. I just listen. But it just never really sat right. So I prayed for our Father to help me, to give me more wisdom to understand his word. Because things are not going I don't know. Things are not going, right? I'm going to say that. I'm just going to leave it right there. Things are not going. So I want to stop from going my way and I want to do it his way. So I pray more. I pray more, fast more when I was in that stage. I want to do more for him, do his will. So, anywho, I prayed and I'll be praying and I'll be praying. So all of a sudden today, it was like, you pray. I pray before I read. So today it was like, Spirit come over me, read the book of Mark. So I'm like, why? Not questioning, not saying why like that now, because that's not what I was supposed to do. So I don't want you to think that that's what I did. I'm just like, book of Mark. I really wanted to read Proverbs because that's what I was doing, I'm like, okay, Mark. And so I'm reading Mark. I'm reading all of Mark. I read it like 4, 5 times. But the third time I read it, it stuck out to me. Mark chapter 8, verse 12. And Jesus told them, why thou this generation seek after a sign? Okay? Seek after a sign. Chapter 8, verse 12. And that hit me because why are we seeking after a sign? Why are we seeking after a sign? What is it that we looking for? What is it that we looking for? Right? So he even goes on to say that there shall no sign be given unto this generation. So all the seeking after the sign, all the praying for, Lord, give me a sign. Lord, please, this and this and that, this and this and that. Not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. And so it's a question like, do all those prayers go in vain? All the ones that I asked for a sign, all the ones I was like literally begging for a sign, does all those go in vain? Now I have to question, how was I praying? Was I praying right? And that's why it pays to actually know your word and actually read your word every day and actually know what you're talking about. Actually know what you're talking about, knowing what you're praying and how to pray. All of that. Because you're not finna get no sign. You have to lean more on faith. And that's real. That's real. You have to lean more on faith. And you must believe. Jesus said in 9:23, when the man came and asked for him to heal his son. 9:23, Jesus says to him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believe. So it says it right there. You have to believe. That's all you have to do. You don't have to ask for no sign or be sitting here waiting for no sign. Because he ain't finna give you no sign. You actually have to lean on him, have faith in him, and it'll just happen because that's just who he is. That's who we are. That's what he does. He's almighty. The will be done. Period. That's what it says. And you have to believe that. From chapter 9, verse 19, all the way to 27. Jesus said you have to believe. And that will be done. Another example. Chapter 5, verse 25. The lady with the blood in her. She had that blood in her for 12 years. It don't matter how long it takes. It don't matter how long it takes. It don't matter how long you go through whatever it is you're going through. He's allowing that to go through because he sees your heart. He knows your heart. If you telling yourself you believe it, but in your heart you don't, nothing's going to happen and you not going to get no sign. It's just that simple. You have to actually believe and have faith and lean more on him. That's what you have to do. Me, myself, personally, I have done things and say, yeah, I believe in him because I do believe in him. Yeah, I do believe in him. But where I was messing up at was some of the things I was chopping up in half and I was leaning on my own understanding. You get what I'm saying? Instead of giving it all to Christ. I wasn't giving it all to him. So now it's like I give it all. Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto your own understanding. You get what I'm saying? So you have to really believe and have faith for things to work. That's how business work, right? That's how anything in life works that's successful. Because you don't know. We don't know. You believe in the Father and his Son, Jesus Christ. And you jump on faith. You ride on faith because you believe. You believe. You believe. And when I say you believe, meaning you have to know how powerful he is. Do not put yourself first. Do not boast. Don't do anything. You have to read your word every day. You must read your word every day so you can understand this. So like he say, this generation will not get a sign. You will not have a sign. So stop looking for a sign and lean more onto faith so that you can do the will of God. So the will of God can work through you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing my point of view. I appreciate you. God bless you.